That's 877-600-4264. That's 877-600-4264.
The stocks discussed on Phil's Gang are not in any way a recommendation or solicitation to buy, sell, or hold. If considering acting on information presented, we first recommend you seek out a competent, licensed professional for advice. Get ready for the radio show that tells you what Wall Street doesn't want you to know.
Oh, I'm a money magnet. Money, money, money's coming to me. Money sets me free. I'm a money magnet. Money, 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 money's coming to me.
It's your daily dose of how to manage your money. And now it's time for Phil's Gang on the Off the Wall Street Radio Network. With your host, Phil Grande.
Americans plan to spend with gusto this holiday season despite concerns about the economy, inflation, and worries whether they're going to get their gifts on time. The CNBC All-America Economic Survey finds that individuals on average plan to spend $1,004 on gifts. That's up 13% from the pandemic-depressed level last year and the highest number since
the CNBC All-American Survey. I wouldn't believe that survey. Are you kidding me? Unbelievable. This guy, this jibber-jabber, Steve Leisman, he's a dope. He's a dope. He's the same guy that said right before the crash, right before the housing crash,
people are feeling flush in their accounts, spending more than our income coming in.
Saying how strong they were. And then you had Larry Kudlow telling everybody, don't look at the bond yields. Don't look at the bond yields. They don't mean anything. Don't worry. I see the bond yields go up, but don't worry about it. It's going to be fine. There's not going to be a housing crash. And then the housing crash started. He kept up with the same thing. Don't watch the bonds. They don't tell you anything. They're wrong. Of course, he got fired. They shut him off because people were complaining they're losing their butt because you got to watch the bonds. I don't know how anybody can invest in a stock unless you watch the bond market. The bond market is the truth. It's the truth. It's the only place you can find truth. But they're never going to tell you that. They don't want you buying. They don't want you to know how the bond links to truth and puts you in the right direction. You don't have to worry about the volatility. When you see volatility going up and down like we've seen this week here with stocks up and down, all over the place, all you got to do is look at the bond market. You know exactly what's going on. You don't have to worry about it. You can set yourself up to buy or set yourself up to short. But this is crazy what he's saying. With great gusto. Has he already forgot? This guy has no shame. Has he forgotten? We've already seen the numbers. All the numbers came out. Black Friday, all that, and they're all down. They're all down. Do you remember on Thanksgiving holiday weekend? First time that online sales didn't increase from the prior year. Never happened before. But he's telling us what? They're going to spend with gusto. Oh, there's something change. Oh, yeah, that's right. Oh, yeah, I got it. I'll tell you in a second. Yep, I'm wrong. Yep. Then he turns around and remember what happened? Online Black Friday sales tanked. Fell to $8 billion from $9 billion from last year. Went down. Thanksgiving Day online sales were flat at $5 billion. Never happened before. Never, since they've been tracking this since 2012. Never happened. They'd always increase the next year. But I know why they're going to be flush with cash. Listen to this. Here's Steve Dope Leisman.
Household net worth rose to a record $137 trillion, up by $5 trillion in the first quarter.
$5 trillion. Wow. Household net worth up $5 trillion. He's making it sound like everybody's getting rich. That everybody hit the library. It's up $5 trillion. 1 quarter, household net worth increased $5 trillion. And it makes it sound, doesn't it? Here, listen. This is what he's saying now. I guess he thinks this is the money that everybody's going to be shopping with, right?
Household net worth rose to a record $137 trillion, up by $5 trillion in the first quarter.
$5 trillion. And I guess that's just why he said this.
Yeah, Americans plan to spend with gusto.
Yeah, because they're getting that $5 trillion. Well, let's break this $5 trillion down. That's why you can't listen to fake business news. You can't listen to these dopes. Just like today, go and take a look at all the stocks. I begged you. I told you, don't listen to them when they're telling you to buy Boeing. Buy on a dip, Remember? Buy on a dip. They told you to go ahead and buy Norwegian Cruise Line. They told you to go and buy JetBlue. Buy on a dip. Now what's happening? Exactly what I told you. After 2-3 days, they're going to start falling back again. Because as they went up, they're going up for the wrong reason. Professionals like me who are shorting them were taking profit. That's not new money coming in. It's the same money. We're just taking profit that pushes up. So when they tell you to buy in a dip, if you don't know how to look at trend, and 99.9% of the people who bought these stocks saw them going up, they got all excited, they jumped up, but they had no idea there was more money flowing out of the stocks than going into the stocks. And when that happens, they don't last. They're not sustainable. They start coming back again. And that's what they've been doing, starting to come back down again. People are going to lose money. But let's get back to this $5 trillion. Everybody's got rich again. That's what he makes it sound like. Here's what he didn't mention. We have just 1,311,000 U.S. households out of a total of 122 million U.S. households who split up the money. Let me say it again. We have just 1,311,000 U.S. households out of a total of 122 million. Think about that. 1,311,000 against 122 million. So let's break it down. Let's split up the $5 trillion in gains, right? In the first quarter, he's all excited about. By the way, nearly $4 trillion of the $5 trillion came from stock. The rest was home appreciation. And that can go, you know how that can work. That can go right away. So stocks. But here's what he didn't tell anybody. How it was distributed. It was distributed, that $5 trillion, to a tiny portion of households. He never pointed that out because he was trying to embellish. He's trying to create an illusion that everyone's getting rich. So, when in fact, the first group, they got this money, the first group was just 11,000 of 122 million U.S. households. That's it. 11,000. And know who they are? You know who the 11,000 households? Know what population they are? Percentage of population? 1/100th of 1% of the U.S. population got this money. Who are these people? Let's take these people, the 1/100th of 1% of the U.S. population. Who are they? These are people whose income per household annually, each household makes $48 million annually. They picked up most of the money. Only 11,000. We have 122 million households. They're 11,000. They picked up most of the money. Now, who else picked up some of the money? Who else? Who's the other group who received a portion of this $5 trillion, where he makes it sound like everybody's rich? Just another 1.3 million households of 122 million. Think about that. And who are they? They're the top 1% of our population whose annual income for each household is $2 million annually. So think about the two groups. Tiny, tiny people. And he makes it sound like everybody in the 122 million households got the money spread across the 122 million households. When it's spread across how many households?
Want more information on this show? Go to philsgang.com or give them a call at 877-600-GANG.
Hi, I'm Phil Grande at philsgang.com. You probably heard me on the radio talking about investing in stocks and trading stocks. Well, this is a special message that I am sending out to you. You, the person who is the beginner, who are getting excited. You're seeing every day the stock market going up, never comes down, keeps going up because of the tremendous stimulus that the president is putting into this market. He wants to continue this market going up while the economy's going down. That's what it's doing. The economy's going straight down. You know, banks right now, the worst ever. They've gone down 40%. I mean, everything's going down. Companies aren't making money, but the stock market's still going up. And you got to be very, very careful when you get into a market like this. You got to know when to get out, and that's where we come in. So if you're a beginner and you want to start learning how to invest stocks properly and have the comfort level of knowing when to get out, when to buy, when to sell, and when to get out, contact us at philsgang.com. Join today, free for 10 days.
With the philsgang.com membership, we bring investors right to the floor, into the pits with Phil's daily live webinar classroom. Get inside market guidance on investing strategies. Find out more at philsgang.com or call 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. Don't have time to analyze and study stocks? At philsgang.com, we recognize that there are all types of investors, and we also recognize that your time is valuable. So we offer investing programs for all individuals. We offer investing programs for long-term and short-term positions. And philsgang.com provides quick and easy to understand investing videos that only take a few minutes to watch. With the philsgang.com investing programs, you will learn technical stock charting, how to execute your trades, and most importantly, you will gain the confidence to know when to get out of a stock and take profits. Sign up at philsgang.com. That's philsgang.com. Or give them a call, 877-600-GANG. Short on time but want to invest in the stock market? Let philsgang.com help you. For only $39.95 a month, you get complete access to all of Phil's powerful investing programs, videos, and resources.
That works for me. Log in, watch the videos, and make profits.
Find out more at philsgang.com or call 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. philsgang.com.
Hi, I'm Phil Grande at philsgang.com. You probably heard me on the radio talking about investing in stocks and trading stocks. Well, this is a special message that I am sending out to you. You, the person who is the beginner, who are getting excited. You're seeing every day the stock market going up, never comes down, keeps going up because of the tremendous stimulus that the president is putting into this market. He wants to continue this market going up while the economy's going down. That's what it's doing. The economy's going straight down. You know, banks right now, worst ever. They've gone down 40%. I mean, everything's going down. Companies aren't making money, but the stock market's still going up. And you got to be very, very careful when you get into a market like this. You got to know when to get out, and that's where we come in. So if you're a beginner and you want to start learning how to invest stocks properly and have the comfort level of knowing when to get out, when to buy, when to sell, and when to get out, contact us at philsgang.com. Join today, free for 10 days.
Short on time but want to invest in the stock market? Let philsgang.com help you. For only $39.95 a month, you get complete access to all of Phil's powerful investing programs, videos, and resources.
That works for me. Log in, watch the videos, and make profits.
Find out more at philsgang.com or call 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. philsgang.com.
Remember, when this market crashed in 2009, it should have never crashed because the chairperson of these two committees, their job was to protect consumers, protect our investments, and they're supposed to ensure that our investments are being monitored. Where were they in 2009 and 2008? They weren't anywhere because they don't do that. They take care of themselves. They protect themselves. They become richer. So you can't depend on these crooks in Congress. The stock market is a great place to be, but you just got to know this is a different market than your grandfather's market. So why don't you, for 30 days, join my gang, 877-600-GANG, try it for 30 days, $39.95. Follow me. I tell you when to buy, when to sell, when to add, and when to run like hell. All I ask you start making money, please remember St. Jude.
Don't wait. Join Phil's gang today and make profits. Go to philsgang.com or call 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. That's 877-600-4264. Welcome back. Are you ready to make profits in the stock market? Why not check out philsgang.com or give us a call at 877-600-4264. Now, here's Phil.
And welcome back to Phil's Gang. Join my gang free for 10 days. 10 days. And you're going to get my color-coded chart so you will not make the mistake when you hear these dopes telling you buy on the dip. And then all of a sudden you go in and buy a stock like JetBlue when it's a downtrend, money's pouring out of the stock. It's only going up because pros like myself who short JetBlue took profits. I have to buy the stock back. That moves the stock up, creating an illusion that there's activity in the stock. To make sure, you go and check the volume, and what do we see? We see the volume keeps going down every day while the stock keeps going up. Anytime you have a divergence, anytime, and we have a color-coded chart that does all this for you. When you have a stock and you're being told by the fake business news network to tell you buy on the dip, and you go in and buy a stock, and the trend of money is flowing out and the stock's going up, and then you go look at the volume, and the volume is decelerating. If a stock is accelerating, the volume is decelerating. That's called a short covering or snap back. They tell you to buy it. People did. They're getting killed. And when these stocks are going to roll right over and come right back down. Now, I set up for you. I do my Friday every Friday. On Friday we record and then I put it on my YouTube channel and explain the unfolding of the stock market crash. Well, I finished that one. I loaded it up. You'll have it for tomorrow. And then I did a bonus one because so much activity went on today. This week. What went on between Friday of last week and then Monday and then Tuesday in the lying and the deception, like what you're hearing from Steve Leisman. And people have no idea what it means when we have a yield inversion. It's the most important thing you look at when you are an investor in stocks. Look at not just the yield, but is it inverting? Is the 2-year going up faster than the 10-year? That tells you that the market may be rolling over into a correction, maybe rolling over into a recession, that the biggest money guys are very worried. And that's why when you see stocks going up and the trend of money's going down, they're not coming in with new money. And if you buy those stocks on the dip, you're going to get hurt. You won't get hurt when you buy on a dip with us because you're going to identify if that stock is going up for the right or wrong reasons. If it's going up for the wrong reasons and you want to do a short-term trade, we have 2 beautiful charts that will get you in and out of that trade. If you're a long-term investor, like 75% of my members, we stay away from that kind of nonsense, and we go to a stock where we're doing terrific, like Home Depot. Where stocks are breaking out to new highs. And this is what you learn with us. And if you don't want to take the time and learn, because a lot of people see Steve on the street, and they say, yeah, I listen to your show, I love your show, I want to join the gang, but I just don't want to go to class. Can't you just do it for me? And we heard so much of that over the years. We said, let's do it for them. And we designed what we call our Pro 2 color-coded chart that tells you when to buy, when to sell, when to add, when not to add, when to turn around and sell short. When it goes down, we know the stock's going to go down. So our people switch their position so easy, just like switching a light switch. And people didn't, and really, a lot of people, they love it because they say, all they do is they come home at night after supper, they go and they take a look, and Steve tells them exactly what to do with each stock in our portfolio. You see our portfolio. Every day we have a stock portfolio, certain amount of stocks in our portfolio. And if you just want to follow our portfolio, we tell you exactly what to do every day. Here, give you an example. Steve's talking about Caterpillar today, one of our stocks in our portfolio of stocks.
Caterpillar giving you the head and shoulders here. Daily still hasn't rolled all the way over yet, but starting to roll over again. Trend still down. We're going to hold one more day. Okay.
So he tells you exactly what to do. Nobody does that for you. We do. So I'm going to do a bonus. I'm doing my regular, the unfolding of the stock market crash, my regular one. And I'm doing a bonus one, reviewing the week, going back to what happened last Friday through the weekend when they lied to us, when they tried to pump the market up. They had Fauci come in and tell us no big deal, don't worry about the new pandemic we have going on, variants rather. And then remember, Monday morning comes charging in the president, don't worry, everything's fine. But it wasn't fine, because what did we see? We saw the treasuries, an inversion. And when you see an inversion of Treasury, that's a red flag, like a neon sign. Watch out, watch out. We could get a big correction here, watch out. But nobody's telling you that. Instead, what do? They bring in the team, they bring in the fake business network to make you feel good. And they give you this crazy, and Leisman tells you, boy, people are going to spend with gusto. They don't have the money with gusto. He forgot. He already told us last week, and starting back at Thanksgiving, that they weren't spending. They weren't spending. Tell us how bad Black Friday was with sales. How bad Thanksgiving was, online sales. You see, he forgets that. Then he comes in and he tells us, wow, we got record household net worth. No. We got a tiny amount of people. Think about this. Think about this. 1.3, we have 122 million households. Only 1.3 million divvied up that $5 trillion. And who were they? They're the wealthiest people in the country. He didn't tell you that, though, did he? Join my gang, 877-600-GANG, free for 10 days.
Want
Help
more
some
information on this show? Go to philsgang.com or give them a call at 877-600-GANG. With the philsgang.com membership, we bring investors right to the floor, into the pits with Phil's daily live webinar classroom. Get inside market guidance on investing strategies. Find out more at philsgang.com or call 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. Don't have time to analyze and study stocks? At philsgang.com, we recognize that there are all types of investors, and we also recognize that your time is valuable. So we offer investing programs for all individuals. We offer investing programs for long-term and short-term positions. And philsgang.com provides quick and easy to understand investing videos that only take a few minutes to watch. With the philsgang.com investing programs, you will learn technical stock charting, how to execute your trades, and most importantly, you will gain the confidence to know when to get out of a stock and take profits. Sign up at philsgang.com. That's philsgang.com. Or give them a call, 877-600-GANG.
Hi, I'm Phil Grande at philsgang.com. You probably heard me on the radio talking about investing in stocks and trading stocks. Well, this is a special message that I am sending out to you. You, the person who is the beginner, who are getting excited. You're seeing every day the stock market going up, never comes down, keeps going up because of the tremendous stimulus that the president is putting into this market. He wants to continue this market going up while the economy's going down. And that's what it's doing. The economy's going straight down. You know, banks right now, the worst ever. They've gone down 40%. I mean, everything's going down. Companies aren't making money, but the stock market is still going up. And you got to be very, very careful when you get into a market like this. You got to know when to get out. And that's where we come in. So if you're a beginner and you want to start learning how to invest stocks properly and have the comfort level of knowing when to get out, when to buy, when to sell, and when to get out, contact us at philsgang.com. Join today, free for 10 days. Hi, I'm Phil Grande. Is your business prepared to respond to any emergency in the workplace? Well, you better be. Let over 30 years of law enforcement experience go to work for you. Boyd Investigative Group is here for all your business security needs. I know. I use them. They're terrific. Call today for your free confidential consultation. 941-724-4535. That's 941-724-4535. Or visit them on the website, BoydInvestigativeGroup.com.
License number A1900020.
With the philsgang.com membership, we bring investors right to the floor, into the pits with Phil's daily live webinar classroom. Get inside market guidance on investing strategies. Find out more at philsgang.com or call 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. Don't have time to analyze and study stocks? At philsgang.com, we recognize that there are all types of investors, and we also recognize that your time is valuable. So we offer investing programs for all individuals. We offer investing programs for long-term and short-term positions. And philsgang.com provides quick and easy to understand investing videos that only take a few minutes to watch. With the philsgang.com investing programs, you will learn technical stock charting, how to execute your trades, and most importantly, you will gain the confidence to know when to get out of a stock and take profits. Sign up at philsgang.com. That's philsgang.com. Or give them a call, 877-600-GANG.
I've been a Phil's Gang member since 2014. Over that time, I've generated over six-figure profits. Following Phil, his charting system has really been a huge impact on my career and my life. I would recommend Phil's Gang to the mom and pop out there. I would recommend it to parents teaching their children. I would recommend it to grandparents. If you really trust in their system, you will do well.
For more information, go to philsgang.com or give us a call at 877-600-4264.
At St. Jude Children's Research Hospital, we're fighting against childhood cancer every day. At the heart of this battle are our donors.
Most of us want to make some type of difference in the lives of others. St. Jude does miraculous work.
The fact that no one has to pay, it's a place where everyone is treated as an equal.
Everybody is welcome here. And it doesn't matter your religion or what part of the world you're from, all that is taken away. It just gives you some hope.
It's just a nice feeling to put your energy into something that really does genuinely make a difference in a child's life.
There's just no greater gift. If we have the ability to help, then we have a responsibility to help.
Finding cures, saving children. St. Jude Children's Research Hospital. Find out how you can help at stjude.org.
Welcome back. Are you ready to make profits in the stock market? Why not check out philsgang.com or give us a call at 877-600-4264. Now, here's Phil.
And welcome back to Phil's Gang. So if you look today, if everybody was buying on these dips and you went and bought these travel stocks, you're getting worried, aren't you? Because you see the stocks coming right back down. That's right. Because why? Because what you didn't realize when you were listening to all these people on the fake business network telling you to buy these stocks, a good example, Target. When that started to snap back, everybody started to tell you to buy Target. When it snapped back, they said, okay, buy on the dip, Target, around $240. Went up, right? And now where it is. The low today gave it all back. The low today was $235. How about Intel? They told you to buy on the dip, right? And it went up from, if you bought on a dip around $49, it went all the way up to around $55. Now it's back to $50. See what's happening here? Because the trends are wrong. And most important, what's wrong are the yields. The yields are telling us that something's internally wrong with the market. We're going to find out on December 15th when Powell makes a decision. Is he going to taper? Is he going to cut back that 120 billion he prints every month to make sure he keeps interest rates down to zero so he can artificially keep pushing the market up since he has from 2008? I got a kick out of this today. Listen to what this guy says. He says how earnings.
I look at charts all day long, but I got to back up and realize that earnings do drive stocks.
Oh my God, he's right. Earnings do drive stock, but it's not earnings been driving these stocks from 2008, the 400%. There's a handful of stocks, yes. There's a handful of stocks, about 5 stocks, 6 stocks, that push the S&P. They have earnings. You know them. You know those 6 stocks. Amazon, Google, Netflix, Facebook, Microsoft, Apple, same ones. Those are the only ones with earnings, big earnings. Tesla. That's it. And they've been pushing this whole market. And when those stocks start rolling over, what do you think is going to happen with the market? And we know the market's going to start rolling over because we're seeing the 10-year Treasury yield has moved up 5%, but the 2-year Treasury yield has moved up 73% in the last 30 days. That's a neon sign telling you we saw the same thing right before the 1987 crash. We saw the same thing right before the 2000 dot-com crash. We saw the same thing right before the housing crash. Are you kidding? You got to be blind. You got to be blind. So, earnings? Who's he trying to kid? Nobody buys on earnings. You don't need earnings. They found that out when they did the third QE. They found that out when the fourth quarter of 2018, they had historic earnings in the S&P, historic, and the market went down. And the first quarter of 2019, the market went up 20%, and they had the worst earnings ever. So they had the worst earnings in 2019, and the market went up. They had the best earnings in the last quarter, 2018, and the market went down. This is all driven by money printing, stock buybacks. So I'm going to explain this week, going back to Monday, going back to Friday of last week, and how we got to where we are now, and what's going to happen going forward, and what stocks you need to be in. And it's really simple. You stay with the stocks that have trend, meaning money is going in, not out. Terrible. Look, we bought AVGO, Apple, LRCX, Lowe's, Home Depot. Those stocks are up between 15 and 18%. Now, I'm not saying every gang member made 15 to 18%, because some gang members get in early, some members get out late. Some people made 5%, maybe some people made 8, 7%, but they're always making money consistently because the color-coded chart told them when to get in, when to get out. I show them every day that on the chart it's set up beautifully. Anybody can do it. Called a sweet spot. If you just only purchase when that chart sets up in the sweet spot, just think of it as a level. Ever see a level? You're building something, you take your level, you got to wait for that bubble right in the middle. It's basically what our chart does that we designed. It's patent. When that little bubble gets there, okay, that you just think of the level, the bubble. Now okay, everything's ready to go. If it's not there, you don't touch it. And then Steve, every day at 2 o'clock, records what we're doing with our portfolio, every stock in our portfolio. What's wrong with that? Okay, so listen to this.
Corporate debt also is on the rise again. Maybe that's a good sign.
You know who this is? Steve Leisman. Listen to what he's saying.
Corporate debt also is on the rise again. Maybe that's a good sign. Companies are borrowing.
Wow. This is the same guy who said The same idiot right before the housing crash.
People are feeling flush in their accounts, spending more than our income coming in.
And he was all excited about that. Debt? That's the biggest problem we have right now. We have historic debt, corporate debt, because of all this free money. And how have they been holding these corporations up? 22% of our S&P corporation will be in bankruptcy. How they keep propping them up? By keeping interest rates at zero. And then what they do? The Federal Reserve goes in to each one of these companies and will buy from them whatever assets they have and put it on the Federal Reserve's balance sheet. Think of their balance sheet as a pickup truck. They're junk buyers. Think of them as junk buyers. They're like junk men. So they get a call from a company. They drive their truck over the Fed, and you know, they get a big sign on it, Joe and Pete's junk truck, Federal Reserve junk truck, and they pull into the company, and they buy a desk from them, and they buy an old pot, or an old coffee pot, anything they got to buy. They put it on their balance sheet, which is their truck, their pickup truck, junk. The company gets cash to live for another day. But they've been living for 157 months. They've been doing this. 157 months they've been doing this, keeping companies alive with all this debt. But now they're worried. Who's worried? When you see the 10-year Treasury yield going up 5% over 30 days, but the short-term 2-year going up 73%, that tells you something's very wrong, which means we're going to make a lot of money shorting this market. We're going to make a lot of money shorting this market. Now, what Steve Leisman should have done today is made an announcement when that $5 trillion was split up by a tiny group of people. Think of it. 122 million households in this country, and only 1.3 million split the money up. And who are these people? The people who make $48 million a year annually. That's right, 11,000 households who make $48 million annually, and then there's another group who make $2 million. They're the top 1%, the top 1 percentile. The richest of the rich got all this money. He should have said, this proves we have a retirement crisis. And we do. We have one of the worst retirement crises in history. What are you going to do when you retire? Look, join my gang for 10 days free. You'll love it. It works.
Want more information on this show? Go to philsgang.com or give them a call at 877-600-GANG.
Hi, I'm Phil Grande. Is your business prepared to respond to any emergency in the workplace? Well, you better be. Let over 30 years of law enforcement experience go to work for you. Boyd Investigative Group is here for all your business security needs. I know. I use them. They're terrific. Call today for your free confidential consultation. 941-724-4535. That's 941-724-4535. Or visit them on the website, BoydInvestigativeGroup.com.
License number A1900020.
Did you know breast cancer kills 113 people every day? That's unacceptable.
African American women die from breast cancer nearly 41% more than Caucasian women.
That's unacceptable.
Breast cancer is the leading cause of all cancer deaths for Hispanic women.
Breast cancer is unacceptable.
Together with Susan G. Komen, we're committed to reducing U.S. breast cancer deaths by half.
And we're going to do it by 2026.
Visit Komen.org/unacceptable.
Remember, when this market crashed in 2009, it should have never crashed because the chairperson of these two committees, their job was to protect consumers, protect our investments, and they're supposed to ensure that our investments are being monitored. Where were they in 2009 and 2008? They weren't anywhere because they don't do that. They take care of themselves. They protect themselves. They become richer. So you can't depend on these crooks in Congress. The stock market is a great place to be, but you just got to know this is a different market than your grandfather's market. So why don't you, for 30 days, join my gang, 877-600-GANG, try it for 30 days, $39.95. Follow me. I I tell you when to buy, when to sell, when to add, and when to run like hell. All I ask you start making money, please remember St. Jude.
Don't wait. Join Phil's Gang today and make profits. Go to philsgang.com or call 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. That's 877-600-4264.
Warning. Google, Apple, Microsoft, Netflix, Facebook, all these hot stocks are going to crash. They're going to drop as much as 60, 70%. Hi, I'm Phil Grande, philsgang.com. Exactly what happened in the dot-com days is going to repeat itself. Remember, 85% of people lose money in the stock market because they don't know when to get out. I fixed that with my color code technology chart. It tells you when to buy, when to sell, when to add, and when to run like hell. That's right. Make sure you check it out. It's free for 10 days. philsgang.com. Hi, I'm Phil Grande, philsgang.com. You probably heard me on the radio talking about investing in stocks and trading stocks. Well, this is a special message that I am sending out to you. You, the person who is the beginner, who are getting excited. You're seeing every day the stock market going up, never comes down, keeps going up because of the tremendous stimulus that the president is putting into this market. He wants to continue this market going up while the economy's going down. And that's what it's doing. The economy's going straight down. You know, banks right now, worst ever. They've gone down 40%. I mean, everything's going down. Companies aren't making money, but the stock market's still going up. And you got to be very, very careful when you get into a market like this. You got to know when to get out, and that's where we come in. So if you're a beginner and you want to start learning how to invest stocks properly and have the comfort level of knowing when to get out, when to buy, when to sell, and when to get out, contact us at philsgang.com. Join today, free for 10 days.
Short on time but want to invest in the stock market? Let philsgang.com help you. For only $39.95 a month, you get complete access to all of Phil's powerful investing programs, videos, and resources.
That works for me. Log in, watch the videos, and make profits.
Find out more at philsgang.com or call 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. philsgang.com. Welcome back. Are you a fan of the Phil's Gang radio show? Then you should check out philsgang.com or give them a call at 877-600-4264. Now, here's Phil.
And welcome back to Phil's Gang. Don't forget, go to my gift shop, Phil's Gang. Go to our gift shop, and you can get a gift card, become a gang member. That's a great Christmas present. Or if you know somebody that is a member, and you want to give them the Pro 2 color-coded chart, that'd be a nice gift. So check it out. There's a lot of neat stuff in there. Just go to my site, philsgang.com, and go to the holiday gift shop. It's fun. Okay, what is not fun is when you find out you're retiring, you can't. You got to stay and work. Nothing worse than that. What really upsets me is when you get guys like fake Business News Network Steve Leisman coming on and telling us how the $5 trillion make it appear that went through every household and everybody's going to be out buying stuff this Christmas of the $5 trillion. And what upsets me is when you look and see where it goes, when you have out of 122 million homes, just that money only went to 1.3 million of 122 million homes. Those are people, each household makes $2 million a year, called the 1 percentile. So 1.3 million households got money, this money. These people already make $2 million a year. And then the other people who got money was just 11,000 of 122 million homes. They make over $40 million a year, and that's where all the money went. So that puts everybody into a retirement crisis. Instead of sitting there and spending $500 million on an environmental army, the president should be trying to tackle the retirement crisis we have. That's what they should be doing. And everybody who's listening to me right now, if you're in the stock market, for God's sakes, please learn how it's so easy to protect yourself by simply, when your stock starts going down, the market starts crashing, Learn how to position yourself to make money as it goes down. It's so easy. Just join the gang for 10 days free. If all you get out of the 10 days, you know how to short, what a difference that makes in your financial life. People sit there and they're losing money and their stocks going down and they sit in a hope mode and hope it's going to go back up. No, it's not going to go back up, because if the trend of money is going down, it's going to continue to go down. But they don't tell you that. They tell you cost average down. Can you imagine how stupid? If you're in a stock at 50, it goes down to 45, goes down to 40, they tell you to cost average it down. What are you, nuts, when the trend is still down? No, you cost average down when the trend of money is going up and the stock pulled back. That's when you cost average down, as long as the trend of money is going up, because it's telling you that's the direction of the stock. But nobody teaches you that. Nobody's going to tell you that. This is what we teach all day long. The average American doesn't even have a 401k, and we're going to spend $500 million on an environmental army? Are you nuts? The average American does not have a 401k. How's he going to retire? Only 32%. Now get these numbers. Only 32%, or 52 million of our 164 million workforce has a 401k. But hold on. Half of those, half of the 52 million, 26 million, don't even contribute to their 401k because they can't afford to. That's a retirement crisis. And who knows what's going to happen with Social Security. So the president is sitting there concentrating on this army, environmental army. We got to do something with our Social Security. We got to do something with our retirement. The 401k doesn't work. It doesn't work. It wasn't supposed to work. It was not supposed to work. They knew that. Pensions work, because pensions is a guarantee that there's going to be money for you in retirement. 401k, there's no guarantee. There's no guarantee. And what are you going to do? Are you just going to sit there and depend on, let's say, the average person who's been putting some money away, and he's about 65, 70, and just retired? You know what he gets out of his 401k a year? 8 to 10,000. That's it. That's it. How's he going to live? Oh, Social Security. Yep, okay, Social Security. What are you going to get in Social Security a year? Another 15,000? Oh, and you got to pay tax on that. It's called double taxation. You got to pay tax on that. Are you kidding me? We're going to live on $20,000, $25,000 a year? That's poverty. How are you going to... Look, you became accustomed to a lifestyle while you're working. You should be able to have that same lifestyle while you are retired. They're not going to give it to you. We can give it to you. I can give it to you. Steve can give it to you. My team can give it to you. If you're just willing for 10 days to join the gang, and we'll convince you. You don't have to worry about Social Security. Don't have to worry about a 401k. You don't. Because 401ks aren't positioned in your favor. They're against you. 27 hidden fees. It's the only product Americans buy when they don't know its quality, its danger. They don't even know what the hell price it is. 401ks cost 7 times what my spiders cost me. Why? Because there's 27 hidden 401k fees. So rotten, these 401k companies, so rotten. They personally make sure they have no standardized investment education program for their employees. They don't want to be asked the hard questions. It's unbelievable. The costs will kill you. You got to do something. Even without the hidden fees, deduct 2% a year for investment costs and pay 1/4 what's left to Uncle Sam, and another 2% to inflation. 2% to inflation? What are you, nuts? Well, we'll use that number. You're left with 1% a year. It takes 70 years to double your money then. And you're in these stupid 401ks? Oh, yeah, but they give me a match. They match me. They match me. What a genius idea that was. What a genius idea. He could not sell these stupid things until he came up with that idea, Brennan, the founder. He couldn't sell these. Nobody wanted them until he said, well, how about if we do a match? But we really don't do a match. And you don't. I'll one day tell you about how that works. There's no match. There's no match. That's just an illusion, like a magician. I know. I was CEO of 2 public companies. I know. It's an illusion. Look. This is the time right now to start defending yourself. Don't say, well, if the market goes down, I'll just go to bonds. They'll be safe. What are you, nuts? Or I'll go to defensive stocks like Coca-Cola and Pepsi and Clorox. What are you, nuts? How about you just take the spiders, flick the switch, and when they go down, you're making money. How about when the big tech stocks totally collapse, which they will do, because it's going to be China and the tech stocks. Mark this down. Phil Grande said on 12/9/2001, it will be China and the big techs are going to kick this thing off and drop this thing like a flying monkey. You should never be in a position to have to worry whether the market's going up or down. You should never have to be in a position to worry. You shouldn't have to give a damn if the economy's good or bad. And we'll get you there. And we'll get you there in 10 days. Free. You'll see at the end of 10 days, you go, God, he's right. He's right. And you got the best teacher in the country, Steve, to show you how to sell a stock short. And every day he takes our portfolio and he tells you what to do with each individual stock. But we have a retirement crisis. Whether you know it or not, we do. People don't have enough money to retire. They don't. And they're staying and they're working longer. We can help you. We can help you. Just be a little open-minded. And stop listening to these dopes. Stop listening to these dopes. And please start watching. Start watching all your bond yields. Please. Not just the yield, but the inversion.
You have been listening to Phil's Gang with your host, Phil Grande, on the Off the Wall Street Radio Network. Off the Wall Street Radio Network. Remember to visit Phil's website at philsgang.com. That's philsgang.com. Or call the office, 877-600-4264. That's 877-600-4264.
It's